इस पे से हैंड स्ट्रीम पे से कर्सर
नहीं है, नहीं kindly take their seats. All the students are requested to kindly take their seats. Thank you. A very good morning to our distinguished guests, faculty members, and students. Today, on this beautiful day of 19th September, with the blessings of Almighty and vision of our Honorable Chairman, Sri Mahanta Devendra Das Ji Maharaj, we are celebrating the Medication Safety and National Pharmacovigilance Week 2023. I, Dr. Shruti Malhotra, on the behalf of the Department of Pharmacology, would take this opportunity to extend a very warm welcome to our esteemed guests. I request Dr. M.A. Dean sir to kindly hand over a small token of appreciation to respected Registrar sir, Dr. Ajay Kumar Khanduri. Thank you so much, sir. I request Dr. Suman Bala ma'am to kindly present hand over a small token of appreciation to Dr. Lalit, our acting principal for the day. I request Dr. Nidhi ma'am to kindly present a small token of appreciation to Dr. Utkarsh sir. Our Vice Principal sir, Dr. Utkarsh sir. Thank you, sir. I request Megha Luthra ma'am to kindly present a small token of appreciation to Dr. Oni sir. Our Vice Principal sir, Dr. Oni sir. Thank you so much, sir. I request Dr. Sadhu sir to kindly present a small token of appreciation to Dr. Khanduri sir. We are really privileged to have you with us today, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. So we all are well aware of the challenges drawn to us during patient care in our day-to-day practice. As doctors, as budding doctors, of which medication safety contributes to more than half of the morbidities and mortalities which can be avoided by upscaling our medication safety standards and pharmacovigilance. I'm sure our students are well aware of that. So, in an attempt to understand medication safety and importance of ADR reporting, our MBBS students have put forward an array of programs for the audience to enjoy and appreciate, and we request you all to encourage their efforts in doing the same. I sincerely thank you all for joining us in this program for what promises to be a really informative, knowledgeable, and fruitful event. We need your support to build up this event and make it a memorable and successful one. So as per tradition, I would now request our Honorable Registrar Sir and all the Vice Principals and senior faculty members to kindly inaugurate the program by lighting the ceremonial candle of wisdom and knowledge. I would request Dr. M.A. Dev Sir to kindly accompany them for lighting the lamp. Thank you to all the faculty members. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. So I would like to take this opportunity to request our registrar, sir, to kindly come up on the stage and encourage all of us for the beginning of this event.
Good morning, everybody. It is my honor and privilege that I have been given opportunity to speak before all medical people. I am a non-medical person and my profile is administration, जिसको अपनी भाषा में डंडा मार काम कहते हैं. That is what we used to do. And over 40 years I have been doing it in universities, colleges, and many other ministries. Today we are celebrating our Pharmacovigilance Week. This is being celebrated with the direction of Pharmacy Council of India and National Medical Council. This is the third National Week we are celebrating, just to spread awareness among the patients, doctors, and other stakeholders. Why? I was saying one of the incidents which I witnessed being in Bombay. One of the professors in IIT Mumbai, after coming after his regular morning walk and exercise, he felt some pain at his back. And he straightway took a Brufen. Now Brufen is, I think, pain. And he was taken after half an hour, I don't know how, he was taken to the hospital. And thereafter, he could not come out of the coma. I don't know whether he is still surviving or not. And likewise, there are so many cases we hear every day through media, through newspaper, from the doctors, people. So major role is played by the patient and doctors. Honestly speaking, doctors are equally responsible as patients is responsible. What patient does, थोड़ा सा दर्द हुआ सर में तो ब्रूफिन ले लिया, कॉम्बीफ्लेम ले लिया, पैरासिटामोल. It is very common among the housewives. They don't visit doctors, and it is how dangerous it can be. That incident I have already shared with you. Without any medical advice of the doctor, taking any sort of medicine will prove you very dangerous in your life. I think you understand better than me. But I do take care of all these things. And whatever medicine prescribed by the doctor, I used to take that only. No one else, whether in a colleges will suggest you many things. सब ये ले लो, वो ले लो, इससे हो जाएगा, उससे हो जाएगा. लेकिन वो चीज सही नहीं है. And one should visit always proper doctor who should advise you what to take, what to not to take. Nothing else to share with you. Thank you very much and wish you good luck. Happy National Pharmacovigilance Week. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. And I'm sure your thought-provoking address will set a perfect platform for this event. So, without much ado, allow me to invite on stage Dr. Shalu Baba ma'am to begin today's program with an informative overview on medication safety.
Very good morning to one and all present here. Thank you all for joining us today. And I will be briefing about an overview on medication safety, which I think is the need of the hour, and it is a topic which concerns all of us at every level. We have with us other students from other colleges as well. To begin with, I must say that medication safety is an indispensable facet in ensuring effective use of medicines and ensuring quality health care. Unsafe medication practices can cause avoidable adverse events and, of course, can increase the cost of burden to health systems worldwide. So these are some of the recent reports which have been published and given by WHO, which ensure and indicate us that medical errors are in top 10 killers worldwide. So this is a worldwide report. talking about our country scenario, medication errors and medication-related problems account for almost 5.2 million medical errors annually. The figures are staggering, the numbers are alarming. So this study has been conducted in North India and this is a recent published article. To define medication error by WHO, it is said that any preventable event, so the important word over here is preventable. It can be prevented. Each and every medication error can be prevented. It can cause or lead to inappropriate medication use or produce patient harm while the medication is in control of the healthcare professional, the patient or the consumer. So at every level, all healthcare professionals are involved and responsible for the development of medication-related errors. The medication errors have been categorized in this beautiful spectrum as you can see on the board. So the blue one is the category A, which has the capacity to cause an error, but actually no error is produced. The orange one includes the B, C and D categories, where error is occurring, but no patient harm is produced. So luckily, the patients are lucky enough that although the error occurred, but there was no harm which was produced in the patient. Now the next category, as we can see the yellow one, are the categories E, F, G and H, where the error was there and that resulted in patient harm. So this is something which draws our attention over here, because if harm is produced, then we are definitely responsible for it in some way or the other. The last category, that is the category I, which is the most unfortunate one, where the medication error was there, the harm was produced in the patient, and it resulted in fatality of the patient. So unfortunately, we lost the patient in this category, that is the category I. So this spectrum is the one which deals with all the kinds of medication-related errors. There are various factors which can contribute to medication errors at every level, whether it is human error, whether it is system-related error, or whether it is a medication-related error. So the categories are many, and the factors, the contributory factors can be so many. The medication errors can occur at various stages. So as we can see, we are all gathered over here, and all of us are either healthcare professionals or budding healthcare professionals, as we have the medical students over here. We also have the ones who are dispensing the medicine. We have the pharmacy students, we have students from pharmaceutical sciences. They are the ones who are involved in dispensing, or the ones who are administering the medicine. We have the nursing students, we have the ones who are responsible for transcribing the medicine, the documentation process, and ultimately monitoring process, which is each and everyone's responsibility. So the errors can occur at various stages, either at the time of prescribing, transcribing, dispensing, administrating, and lastly, the monitoring part. Each and every aspect is very important, and that can produce an error, as we have many posters displayed outside which have shown us the various prescribing errors, or the transcribing, or the dispensing errors, the documenting errors, and also the administrating errors. To move on further, this is showing us a diagram which shows the various medication safety steps which need to be adhered to, which need to be followed for safe medication practice, so that no harm is ultimately produced to the patient. Our one and only goal is patient safety. For ensuring patient safety, all these steps play an equally important role. Any error in one of the steps would definitely impair medication safety and may produce patient harm. The 7 rights of medication safety are very important for ensuring safe medication practice. The 7 are: the first and foremost is the right patient, followed by the right drug, the right dose, the right time, the right route, the right reason, and the right documentation. We have to ensure that all these steps are right. Only and only then our medication practices will be safe and we will be having safer well-being of the patient. Talking about our role in accomplishing these small steps. See, as I said, every step is important, and some way we are playing a very small role in accomplishing these steps or in making sure that these steps are being followed. So at our level, in our college, in our department of pharmacology, ADR collection and ADR reporting has been an integral part of MBBS teaching curriculum. So all the students, since many years, as I am seeing over here since times immemorial, students are involved in collecting ADR reports. Students are involved in presenting these reports in the department. They are checked for their completeness. This is a routine activity and an important part of our curriculum. So all the students, they visit the wards, they are expected to collect they are expected to fill up the forms, and then they present the reports in the department, and which are then later on checked, and the right feedback is provided to them to ensure that the rational prescription of medicines is being adhered. Besides this, now the students are also involved in prescription auditing. So auditing of prescriptions takes place at OPD level and at IPDs in the various departments of the hospital. So there is a standard format which has to be filled, and thus the monitoring, the auditing of the prescriptions is done routinely. Now very recently, there has been a collaborative effort or a joint venture between the medical college students and the College of the Pharmaceutical Sciences students. So this has been introduced very recently, and I must say that it is under the vision and guidance of our Vice Chancellor sir, who is not here today, Dr. SGRRIM&HS sir. He initiated and proposed this idea that the pharmacy students should also be involved in enhancing this program, so that we can widen our horizon and provide better, safer practices to the patients. So for this venture, now the students from Pharmaceutical Sciences College are also being posted in rotation, and in addition to the tasks like ADR collection, reporting and prescription auditing, they are also posted in the various pharmacies of the hospital, where they are involved in medicine dispensing and also counseling of the patients at the hospital pharmacy. So this part was lacking earlier because it was not being able to be done by our MBBS students. So for this, for a better holistic patient care approach, this problem is also now being addressed, and very recently this has been initiated as well. We are grateful to the support of our principal sir and also our chief medical superintendent sir for this venture. We have with us the Dean from the College of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Dr. Vidya ma'am, who is coordinating with the Department of Pharmacology, which is headed by Dr. M.A. sir, and also we have other faculty from their college who are supporting us in this program. So as a result, this is being conducted in a more conducive manner. Now I would also like to add one more point, that ADR collection and reporting is a process which is being done in Pharmacology department, and every month we need to upload certain ADR reports to the National Coordination Center, which is located in Ghaziabad. We are extremely grateful to the Pediatric Department and also the Respiratory Medicine Department for their contribution. Dr. Utkarsh sir is here. He has been very vigilant and promptly helping us in collecting the ADR reports. So any ADR encountered in the hospital, I think he's just a call away. He just reports it to us. So Dr. Vivek sir, then he sends the various faculty members to collect the reports and fill up the form. Also, the Department of Respiratory Medicine is quite vigilant, and they are supporting us in improving this program. I would also like to request, in fact all the departments are contributing, but still a request to all the departments in the hospital to contribute and let us know if there is any ADR in the hospital, so that we can collect the reports and then further send it to the national centers and then to the international centers. So thank you very much. These are the glimpses of activities. Yesterday we had a walk from the medical college to the hospital, where the various faculties and the students, they interacted with the patients and gave them briefing about the suspected ADR forms and the importance, and allowed them that they could fill it up on their own and report it as and when needed. So this is a regular activity in our department, and every year, some or the other way, we are contributing and celebrating it by creating awareness and by generating more and more sensitization programs. So this is the sensitization of the nurses and paramedical students, because they also have an equally important role in administration of medicine. So errors can occur at any and every stage, and all the healthcare professionals have a key role in ensuring medication without harm. We all have a role to ensure patient safety. The take-home message is, know the medicine, check the patient, check the medicine, check the route, the dose, the time, and ask if the patient that they are understanding whatever has been prescribed to them or not. So to err is human. We are all trying to build up a safer health system. Medication safety is definitely starting with all of us, the ones who are prescribing, the ones who will be prescribing in future, the ones who are dispensing, the ones who are administering, and the ones who will be monitoring it. So our primary objective is doing no harm, and for this we need to make sure that all the measures are taken in an effective manner. Thank you everyone for your patient listening.
A very pleasant morning to all. Thank you so much, Madam, for an enlightening presentation on medication safety. I think we can say that safety does not come instantly. We have to implement it at every step. We should be aware, we should be vigilant. Now moving to our next presentation, for which I would like to call on stage Arushi Sharma, our MBBS student of 2021 batch. Her forte is non-fiction writing and storytelling. So she will present the overview of medication safety with her poem. Arushi, please.
My warmest greetings to everyone present here. The title of my poetry is Vigilance as a Team. So it was a tiring day at college, but quite unusual. As medicos, we were assigned a task quite crucial. We had to observe if the patient's treatment was going right and report if there were some reactions their body sadly had to fight. So being vigilant was their job today. Something new yet beautiful, I must say. So I had a different perspective of looking at them, the ones on the wardbed and the ones who stood with them. Because today, I had to view it from both the sides of the door. What anguish had occurred to them in an attempt to find the cure. And honestly, I could see how that is the last thing a doctor wants. How every mistake makes it count and how that gets caught. How even the very purpose of us choosing this profession is salvation, and hence we were determined to do this revolution. Because I won't see those patients every day, but their loved ones will, and with them this shall stay. And trust me, out of all the odds, doctors are the easiest to say. You could say they didn't converse right, we couldn't read his prescribed drug name, they didn't have the time to help us out with too many remedies, they didn't ask for allergies, they didn't look at the concomitant therapies. The instructions were unclear about the medications, they did not bother to monitor, they didn't warn us about the complications. And I could admit that any of these could be true. Doctors need to be cautious on behalf of the staff too. But I wonder if patients would reveal poor compliance until asked, or do they put their doubts if something was missed while the doctors multitask? Or who would make sure if the drug dispensing was done right? So I just want to say, for the sake of medical community's life, to all the nurses, paramedics, chemists, patients, and the well-wishers, and to everyone else in the role of the caregivers, let us all be vigilant as a team instead of expecting from the doctors alone. And for the doctors, I must say, I know it's hard, but you're actually the backbone. We all know what could go wrong at what place. We just need to be more alert and match it with our patients. Because as we have chosen to serve humanity, we have to keep up with our patients as we practice the life of patients. Thank you.
Thank you, Arushi, for such wonderful lines. I think you should continue writing poetry. To add, she has published 2 books in last 3 years. So she is a budding writer in our institute. Moving ahead, I would like to call upon stage our own Dr. M.A. Beng sir. He is the head and professor in Department of Pharmacology. Dr. Beng, please. Thank you.
Good morning to all. Respected dignitaries, Registrar Sir, our Vice Principal Dr. Utkarsh, Dr. Odi, and one of our special guests, that is Dr. Khanduri, veterinarian, and he has contributed a lot to our institute and especially animal health. And my special thanks to Dr. Utkarsh. He has taken a very good initiative to report the ideas. And he is doing just taking the photograph and sending to us, and we are immediately sending our faculty to take that area. And I request all of you to do this type of thing. Just take a very small time, not much more. Now it's for the student. Today's topic is pharmacovigilance. My question is that what is for students? It is written in 2 colors, red and green. Anyone? Anyone? Do you have any idea about pharmacovigilance? I think someone from this side or this side. No one. Dr. Murata sir, we are honored by your presence. SC sir. So you can say this is 2 colors. One is pharmacon, 2 words actually. हिंदी में हम कहते हैं संधि विच्छेद. शायद आपके बच्चे नहीं जानते, ठीक है? तो pharmacon. Pharmacon is a Greek word which means drug or any remedy, and vigilance is to look into or vigilare. This is a Latin word. It is a combination of 2 words to look into drugs. Why we are telling to look into drugs? Because drugs are coming into the market after so much screening, and still we are telling that look into the drug, because during the clinical trials we are using selected number of either subjects or patients, and these drugs are actually real test of these drugs when they are coming into the market. In selected people, selectively they are doing for many of the adverse drug reactions, many of the disadvantages which is rare or which can be seen in large groups, that is missing. And because of that, we are talking about it. Why we are talking? Because mostly these are preventable. If we are aware, it can be prevented, and you can either save the morbidity or mortality of the patient, and even the cost effectiveness of your treatment is more. So you can contribute to the society, nation, and the whole humanity. This is a quotation from Paracelsus. This 16th century. We are talking about pharmacovigilance from 20th century. But this was in 16th century, and he told that all these substances are remedies which we are using any chemical substance that is for only dose matters. ये डोज ही है जो इसको ड्रग बना देता है. अगर if you use it in more dose, it becomes toxic. So you should remember when you are using drugs that is all the drugs are poison until unless it is used in therapeutic dose. I am just giving a small overview from where pharmacovigilance started. And we start looking into the drugs, talking about the areas. That is one incident. For your interest, that is in 1930s. One substance that was ethylene glycol, which was used with the antibiotic that is sulfanilamide to make it palatable to the children. It was a sweetener and as well as preservative. It was used to make palatable. जैसे बच्चों के सिरप में बड़ा टेस्टी है, ये आप जो है क्रोसिन लो बड़ा टेस्टी है, बड़ा टेस्टी है. तो टेस्ट कहाँ से आता है? हम अक्सर उसको छोड़ देते हैं. हमने देखा पैरासीटामोल है, एडिटिव क्या है वो हम देखते नहीं. That is the additive, and it resulted into the disaster in 1930s. Thousands of the children died due to renal failure or acute kidney disease. And since then, it is now 100 years, 2023, but still we are standing at the same place. You have listened the news, I will show this slide. Many children died in Gambia, 66 or 70 children, few in Uzbekistan, 18 children, in Jammu, few children died, in Panama, then China, and Indonesia, almost 300-400 children reportedly died in 2023. और कितने unreported हमें मालूम भी नहीं. And due to this very substance, still, ethylene glycol and diethylene, ये आखिरी यूज हो रही है. इसके हमने क्वांटिटी फिक्स किया कि इतना मैक्सिमम यूज कर. लेकिन who will regulate them? The company is not doing, and thousands of children died, and we are not bothering still. The other was thalidomide disaster. This drug was claimed as safest drug in the world, and this drug was used in European countries or developed countries, US, UK, Australia, and again we land up with disaster. Many children died with seal limb, that is Pharmacovigilance. ये दो जो इंसिडेंट्स, इसने हमारा फोकस किया कि हम जो है कहीं न कहीं ड्रग को लॉन्च होने के बाद कुछ ना कुछ इसको देखना पड़ेगा, इसकी मॉनिटरिंग करनी पड़ेगी. एंड देन फार्माकोविजिलेंस कम इनटू एक्जिस्टेंस एंड वी स्टार्ट लुकिंग दीस थिंग्स. यू कैन सी फ्यू पिक्चर्स. ये आप सबने आजकल देखा होगा न्यूज़पेपर में, children died in Uzbekistan, acute kidney failure with this cough syrup, then Gambia, then other like Kashmir, Jammu and Kashmir. This is Indonesia. This is the picture. This is very, just you can see this is a very small amount, just 1% or 0.1%, which is reported. Mostly that is not reported. The other side is Pharmacovigilance with the thalidomide. Now again we introduce the thalidomide with certain precautions, certain warnings, and it should not be used in pregnant ladies. Baki hai sab वैसे ही. Another quotation, right? Matthew Prior, he was a poet, English poet, again in 16th, 17th century. Cured yesterday of my disease, I died last night of my physician. So this should not be happening. So I am Just my opinion, all the physicians are honestly doing their things, but still they are missing. So we need something to look into. Then why we need pharmacovigilance? As I have told you initially, that during the clinical trial we are using only selected patients or volunteers, and real test of these drugs when they are launched into the market, so we need these. Okay, the aim is that to improve the patient care, to improve public health and safety, to contribute assessment of benefit, risk, harm and effectiveness of medicines, and to promote understanding, education, clinical training, and all those things make the patient care better. The main aim is to patient care. Sir, we are very pleased to welcome you. Please, sir, sit down. For students, do you recognize this picture? What is the name of this person? Chatur. What do you remember about Chatur? नहीं क्या याद है आपको चतुर के बारे में? हमें बोलो क्या याद है? ये तो ऐसा नहीं कुछ पढ़ाई है, ये तो फिल्म का पार्ट है, ये तो याद होगा ना? क्या चतुर रट्टा मारता था? The knowledge-based person, Lalit sir has mentioned that तो रट्टा मारता था. तो क्या क्या उसने? He landed with disaster. फिल्म में देखा होगा आपने? His approach was knowledge-based. Who is this? Circuit. Circuit किस चीज के लिए जाना है? Circuit has some skill. He is showing his skill. Just one part. ठीक है ना? And I will tell you in the end. ये कौन? मुन्ना भाई. He is famous for what? For his attitude and communication skills in the when he is dealing with the patient. And finally, who is this? What is the name? Rancho. Rancho Das Tata. उसने फिल्म में क्या दिखाया? Or we are dealing with the patients and medicine, we should remember when we are prescribing, writing a prescription, doing a procedure, जो हम अपने आप बोलते हैं ना आँख नाक कान सबको, तो आपको जब करते हो तो you should use all these things. Your knowledge is mandatory, skill, attitude, communication, all those things should be combined. और वो हम करते हैं, प्रेस्क्रिप्शन जब लिखते हैं, पेशेंट से बात करते हैं, ठीक है, या पेशेंट को कोई प्रोसीजर करते हैं, अटेंडेंस, दैट इज वी आर डूइंग ऑलरेडी. वो completely in picture 3 idiots, they show that this is the person. Now, sir is mentioning it, the empathy. पेशेंट को ये लगे कि ये डॉक्टर साहब भी मेरे ही कोई अपने लग रहे हैं, कोई घर के हैं, ठीक है. इफ यू आर गिविंग योर टेंडर टच टू द पेशेंट, द हीलिंग इज ऑलवेज बेटर. हीलर्स क्या करते हैं? आपके मेन होना चाहिए. Dying from a disease is sometimes unavoidable, but dying from medicine is unacceptable. बीमारी से तो पेशेंट मर सकता है, लेकिन आपकी गलती से नहीं होना चाहिए. I think you all are, no need to introduce him, our ex-president, APJ Abdul Kalam. What he says in one quotation, I am not a handsome guy, but I can give my hand to someone who needs help, and this is very much fitted for the our profession where we are, and everywhere you can take it. Okay, so finally, I want that your vigilance, your carefulness can make the medicine more safe, your treatment more better, patient care more better, and rational drug use provide quality patient care, safe and effective healthcare system are therapy. Okay, and thank you. We have some ideas. You are the younger generation. You have more ideas. So how you can make the medicine safer and better? Thank you all for patience hearing. If there are any questions.
Thank you so much, sir, for an outstanding presentation. I must say it was engaging and very interactive. Now, audience, please ready for the edutainment. Yes, you heard it right, edutainment. It is an amalgam of education and entertainment. For this, we have our students of MBBS batch 2021. They will present a role play on safety of medication and rational use of medicine. Please welcome batch 2021 for the role play. Thank you.
As rightly said by the Canadian physician William Osler, the practice of medicine is an art, not a trade, a calling, not a business, a calling in which your heart will be exercised equally with your head. A very good morning to one and all present here. Today we, the students of 21 batch, have gotten this golden opportunity to present a role play on the topic of medical safety and celebrating the National Pharmacovigilance Week. Scene 1 depicting a quack who has a very flourishing business, a great reputation among all the people in the locality, and his fame has even brought the national media to take his interview.
गोलमाल है भाई, सब गोलमाल है। हर पीछे रस्ते की तेरी चाल। त्रिलेखा, जल्दी आओ इधर। ऊपर त्रिलेखा। कितने पेशेंट बैठे हैं आज बाहर?
डॉक्टर साहब, आज सिर्फ पेशेंट नहीं आए हैं, दूर शहर से मीडिया वाले भी आए हुए हैं और आपकी दवाई का प्रचार सुनकर ये 1-2 नहीं 3-4 लाइनें हो जाएंगी।
बहुत बढ़िया बात है।
तो डॉक्टर साहब, मीडिया वालों को बताने से पहले मुझे भी तो बताइए कि आपकी दवाई का राज क्या है।
अरे यार, ये सब बातें बताई नहीं जाती है, ऐसे तो भगवान की कृपा है।
डॉक्टर साहब, मैं आपकी राइट हैंड हूँ, तो जानने का हक होना ही चाहिए।
चलो, तुम पूछ रही हो तो बता देते हैं। बहुत साल पहले हम शहर में बहुत बड़े डॉक्टर के अंडर काम करते थे। 3-4 साल हमने वहीं काम किया। तो हमने सोचा सब कुछ तो हम सीख ही गए हैं, तो हम गांव आ गए हमारे, हमने अपनी प्रैक्टिस शुरू कर दी। बस भगवान की कृपा से चल पड़ी। अब ऐसी हालत हो गई, एक हाथ से छूते हैं, दूसरे हाथ से इलाज कर देते हैं।
डॉक्टर साहब का फाउंडर मैं बन गई हूँ। अगले 3-4 साल में आप ही को यही बैठ कॉम्पिटिशन होगी। बुला लो मीडिया वालों को।
हाँ, बुलाओ जल्दी।
अरे वो देखो, कितनी भीड़ है।
डॉक्टर साहब का इंटरव्यू लेते हैं।
नमस्ते डॉक्टर।
क्या पूछना?
ये क्लिनिक कितने देर से चल रहा है डॉक्टर साहब?
चलता नहीं है, दौड़ता हमारा क्लिनिक। देख कितनी भीड़ लगी है वहाँ पे हमारे पेशेंट की। वो देख। डॉक्टर साहब, आपने पढ़ाई कहाँ तक की? इलाज तो पेशेंटों का भगवान करता है, हम तो जरिया हैं।
साहब, आप कितना कमा लेते हैं?
कमाना क्या है, वो तो देखिए पेशेंट की जो हमारी दुआएं होती हैं उससे पेट भर लेते हैं। हम तो फकीर आदमी हैं भाई। तो आपने देखा कितने दूर दराज से लोग आ रहे हैं डॉक्टर साहब के पास।
हमारे मोहल्ले के मसीहा है मसीहा।
जो अपनी बीमारी लेके आए और इलाज पाए। डॉक्टर मशहूर गुलाटी, रिपोर्टर देव अनासरी विद कैमरामैन गौरव from परसों तक।
The interview got attention like never before. People all around the nation believed that a steroid could relieve all the pain. But we all know all that glitters is not gold. Let's go back to the locality and see what's happening.
अरे सुनो सुनो, मैं एक किस्सा बताता हूँ तुम लोगों को। मेरे भाई के घुटनों में दर्द था, गए थे किसी शहर के डॉक्टर के पास, दर्द तो ठीक हुआ नहीं, सिर के बाल और उड़ा दिए। शहर के डॉक्टर बोलते ही रहते हैं।
मैं बताती हूँ, मेरे पेट में इतना दर्द हुआ करता था, शहर गई दिखाने, इतनी लंबी चौड़ी लिस्ट पकड़ा दी, ये करवा लो वो करवा लो। भाई इतने पैसे तो नहीं है हमारे पास, गांव के डॉक्टर को दिखाया 2 दिन में, अब देखो कितनी चंगी भली हूँ मैं।
2 दिन? अरे अम्मा, हमारी अम्मा के जोड़ों में बहुत दर्द रह रहे हैं। अरे हमें भी बताओ कौन से डॉक्टर है वो?
अरे यही करते हैं वो मोहल्ले में।
अरे मोहल्ले में, चलो 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 जल्दी चलो।
हाँ पत्र लेगा, अगला पेशेंट भेजो जल्दी अंदर।
आइए माता जी आइए, जल्दी थोड़ा। नमस्कार माता जी, नमस्कार नमस्कार नमस्कार। सब बढ़िया माता जी? घर में सब सही? पति सही है? बच्चे सही? आप ही सही है? नमस्ते। बताइए आज कैसे सेवा का मौका दिया आपने?
अरे हमारी अम्मा के जोड़ों में बहुत दर्द था। हमने सुना बहुत दूर से बहुत बड़े डॉक्टर आ रहे हैं, और आपने मैंने सुना चिंटू की भाभी का 2 दिन में पेट दर्द सही कर दिया था डॉक्टर साहब।
1 दिन में कर दिया था, गलत सुना।
डॉक्टर साहब।
हाँ जी, क्या कब से परेशानी है आपको?
डॉक्टर साहब तो
भैया जी कहाँ से? कभी कहाँ से पता नहीं गुरुओं का दर्द लेके बैठ गई है। कोई नहीं, टेंशन मत लीजिए आप, आपका सही कर देंगे अभी दर्द। पत्र लेगा, वो पीली वाली पुड़िया लेके आओ माता जी के लिए। जो ऊपर दिखे उठा लो। हाँ अभी आप टेंशन मत लीजिए, आपका इलाज कर देंगे अच्छे से, भरोसा रखिए आप हम पे। हाँ बिल्कुल, अभी दौड़ती फिरेंगी इधर उधर आप। ये लीजिए, भरोसा रखिए, आप हमारी सबसे पुरानी कस्टमर पेशेंट हैं। धन्यवाद, बहुत धन्यवाद। मैं सब बाय, बहुत बढ़िया।
Now we are taking you to the hospital setting where the doctors are discussing steroid abuse cases and how so many patients recently have presented with complaints regarding the same.
आजकल स्टेरॉइड इंड्यूस एरिया कितने सारे आ गए हैं। We tend to lose patients as they land up in emergency.
Yes, you're right. आजकल मैं भी बहुत पेप्टिक अल्सर, ओबेसिटी, एक्ने, ऑस्टियोपोरोसिस ऐसे बहुत सारे केसेस देख रहा हूँ।
यस, आजकल स्टेरॉइड अब्यूज के केसेस इतने बढ़ चुके हैं कि आजकल मोस्टली जो क्वाक डॉक्टर्स हैं वो स्टेरॉइड ही प्रिस्क्राइब करने लगे हैं।
But is this the way forward? Do we look at it this way?
हेलो,
डॉक्टर साहब प्लीज जल्दी आइए, एमरजेंसी आइए, प्लीज जल्दी आइए डॉक्टर साहब। डॉक्टर साहब मेरी बेटिया को बचा लीजिए डॉक्टर साहब।
नर्स, इनके वाइटल्स चेक करके इनको ट्रीटमेंट कर दीजिए। आइए अम्मा, आइए।
डॉक्टर साहब इसकी उल्टियों में भी खून आ रहा है, तभी इतना पेट दर्द हो रहा है।
आपकी बेटी ने कल रात को क्या खाया था? तो आपकी बेटी अभी कोई दवाई ले रही हो
दवाई दे रही हूँ।
तो आपके पास अभी दवाई आपके पास अभी है या फिर कोई पर्चा?
पर्चा तो नहीं, दवा है।
अरे ये तो स्टेरॉइड्स है। आपकी बेटी दवाई कब से ले रही है?
करीब 5-6 महीने हो गए डॉक्टर साहब। हमारे मोहल्ले में एक डॉक्टर जी आए थे। मेरी बेटिया को बुखार चल रहा था, मैं डॉक्टर जी पे लेकर गई तो डॉक्टर जी ने ये बुला दी थी। बस 2 दिन में ठीक हो गई थी।
आपको पता है स्टेरॉइड्स, ये जो दवाई आप अपनी बेटी को दे रहे हैं, इसका ज्यादा समय तक उपयोग करने से आपकी बेटी पे आपकी बेटी के शरीर पे गलत असर पड़ रहा है, जिसकी वजह से आपकी बेटी के पेट में अंदरूनी घाव बन चुके हैं जिसमें से खून निकल रहा है। लेकिन आप बिल्कुल चिंता मत करिए, अब हम आपकी बेटी का खुद प्रचार करेंगे।
ठीक तो हो जाएगी ना डॉक्टर?
हाँ बिल्कुल ठीक हो जाएगा, निश्चित रहिए।
So this was the case of peptic ulcer induced by prolonged use of corticosteroids. Now moving on to the next scene.
नमस्ते डॉक्टर साहब। डॉक्टर साहब, पहले मेरा भाई दुबला पतला हुआ करता था और अब इसे देखिए आलू की तरह बस गोल गोल ही होता जा रहा है।
अरे परेशान मत होइए, इन्हें कोई बीमारी है जिसके चलते इनका इतना वजन बढ़ गया?
बीमारी देंगे डॉक्टर साहब मेरे भाई को। हाँ, यही कोई 2-3 महीने पहले गाँव डॉक्टर के पास लेके गए थे। वही जुकाम खांसी जो चलता ही रहता है, बस तभी से ये हाल हो गया है।
दवाई का कोई नाम पर्चा होगा आपके पास?
दवाई है डॉक्टर साहब।
खर्चा नहीं कीजिए, आराम आधा करना पड़ेगा, जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ती।
आपको बुखार जैसी साधारण बीमारी के लिए स्टेरॉइड दी गई है। इनका लंबा उपयोग आपको कई हानि पहुंचा सकता है। मैं आपसे कहना चाहूंगी कि हर पेशेंट का अधिकार बनता है कि वो अपने डॉक्टर से पूछे कि इसके क्या फायदे और क्या नुकसान होते हैं।
डॉक्टर साहब मैं ठीक तो हो जाऊंगा?
जरूर ठीक होंगे। 2-3 हफ्ते लेकर हम आपकी ये वाली दवाइयाँ रोकेंगे और उसके बाद नई उपाय शुरू करेंगे।
धन्यवाद डॉक्टर।
ध्यान रखिए।
So this was the case of central obesity induced by long-term use of corticosteroids. Now moving on to the next scene.
चल रही हूँ, चल रही हूँ। नमस्ते डॉक्टर साहब। नमस्ते डॉक्टर साहब।
बताइए आपको क्या परेशानी है?
डॉक्टर साहब, कल जब रात को मैं सोई तो मैं बिल्कुल ठीक थी। इसको पकड़। सुबह जब मैं उठी तो मेरी हड्डियों में इतना दर्द हो रहा था, ऐसा लग रहा था जैसे मेरी हड्डियां टूट गई हो। डॉक्टर साहब,
तो अम्मा जी आपने एक्सरे करवाया था?
ये क्या होता था?
एक्सरे करवाया था? जी अम्मा जी, तो आप कहीं गिरी थी या कहीं टकरा गई थी आप?
डॉक्टर साहब, गिरी तो नहीं। हाँ, बहुत पहले मेरी हड्डियों में दर्द जरूर हुआ था डॉक्टर साहब।
तो उस समय आपने किसी को दिखाया था, किसी डॉक्टर को?
किसी डॉक्टर को? अरे अम्मा, हाँ, चिंटू के मोहल्ले में एक डॉक्टर आए थे, उन्हें हमने दिखाया था अम्मा के जोड़ों का दर्द, पर उन्हें 1-2 दिन की दवा दी और ये ठीक हो गई थी।
तो उस दवा का आप पे पर्चा होगा या दवाई?
डॉक्टर साहब, पर्चा तो नहीं है, लेकिन हाँ, वो सुबह को लाल, दिन में हरी और रात को पीली दवाई देते थे पानी के लिए गोल गोल।
दवाई आप दिखा सकते हैं मुझे?
1 सेकेंड डॉक्टर साहब, लीजिए।
अम्मा जी, लगभग कितने समय तक आपकी दवाई लेगी?
डॉक्टर साहब, ऐसे ढंग से तो याद नहीं, पर 8-9 महीने जरूर हो गए डॉक्टर।
अरे 8-9 महीने अम्मा जी?
हाँ।
आप एक काम कीजिए, इस दवाई को फौरन रोक दीजिए। आपको इस दवा को लेने के कारण ड्रग इंड्यूस्ड ऑस्टियोपोरोसिस हो गई है। अरे घबराइए मत अम्मा जी, ये जो दवा है वो भी एक स्टेरॉइड है, तो आप इसको लंबे समय तक ले रहे थे तो इसका दुष्प्रभाव हो गया है और इसके कारण आपको क्या बोलते हैं, आपकी हड्डियां कमजोर हो गई है।
जी डॉक्टर साहब जी।
तो अम्मा जी, जब भी आप किसी डॉक्टर से दवाई लेती हैं तो उसका सही मात्रा सही समय सेवन, दवाई के सेवन का और दवाई के दुष्प्रभाव आपको उनसे पूछ लेने चाहिए।
जी गलती हो गई डॉक्टर साहब।
कोई बात नहीं अम्मा जी, आप चिंता मत कीजिए, मैं आपको दवाई लिख के दूंगा और आप ठीक हो जाएंगे।
डॉक्टर साहब
जी
इन जो आप दवाइयाँ दे रहे हैं उनमें बस जमा बस तो नहीं है?
ना अम्मा जी, बिल्कुल निश्चिंत रहिए आप, ये बस कैल्शियम की दवाई है मामूली।
जी डॉक्टर साहब। धन्यवाद डॉक्टर साहब, नमस्ते।
नमस्ते।
चलो अम्मा, अरे दे रही हूँ अम्मा, लो। So this was the case of osteoporosis induced by long-term use of corticosteroids. Through this role play, we tried depicting the 7 R's of medication: right patient, right drug, right dose, right time, right route, right reason, and right documentation. As patients, it is our duty to be vigilant about the benefits and harmful effects of a drug prescribed to us. Steroid abuse has become a practice that has elicited various adverse drug reactions in patients. Hence, awareness for the same is mandatory to rationalize use of drugs while working on patient safety.
खुद को जरा पहचान तू धूप है सबसे बिखर तू है बेखबर बह चल कहीं उड़ चल कहीं दिल कुछ कहा तेरी तो मंजिल है।
A very good morning to everyone present here. Indeed, it was a very nice role play performed by our students, a highly insightful and powerful thought on medication safety. Dr. Kavita, you were correct. It was a total edutainment. So congratulations to all the participants. Now moving on, I would like to add that our MBBS students have set up an area booth outside the auditorium where some recently reported areas are showcased. So I would like to request you all to kindly pause and view the area booth. So now our two MBBS students of batch 2021 have made presentations on the recent areas they have collected from the hospital. So let us all welcome Ms. Janvi to present her area report. Janvi, please come. A very good morning to all the respected doctors and everyone gathered here today. I, Janvi Ahuja, MBBS student of batch 21, has gotten the golden opportunity to present an adverse drug reaction case on the occasion of National Pharmacovigilance Week. This is a case of rifampicin-induced hepatitis that I collected from the pediatrics ward of our Sri Mahat Ingresh Hospital. So this is a case of a patient with initials BC, a 13-year-old female weighing 34 kg. The patient was diagnosed with abdominal tuberculosis on 2nd June 2023. She was started on first-line anti-tubercular therapy on 3rd June 2023 outside of our hospital. On 20th June 2023, her LFT revealed significantly raised SGOT by SGPT values, which were 1845 by 405 units per liter. The very next day, on 21st June, the patient presented in our hospital with 101 degree Fahrenheit fever, vomiting which she had been experiencing for the past 7 days, and jaundice which was even seen through the yellowish discoloration of her sclera. The same day, on 21st June, all her first-line ATT drugs were stopped and second-line anti-tubercular therapy was started. A week later, repeat LFT showed that her SGOT by SGPT levels had improved. On 4th July 2023, rifampicin was reintroduced to the patient, and the very next day, on 5th July, Her LFT showed increased SGOT by SGPT values again, along with which she complained of vomiting, abdominal pain, fever, and full body itching. The same day, on 5th July, rifampicin was stopped and all of her symptoms were managed medically. On 13th July, a week later, her LFT levels were seen to be improved and the patient was recovering. WHO-UMC causality assessment is a method to determine the likelihood of a drug being the cause of the adverse reaction being experienced by the patient. For the case I just presented, the causality assessment is certain as the drug was re-challenged by reintroducing it to the patient and her LFT levels got deranged. And on withdrawal of the drug, the LFT levels improved and the symptoms even subsided gradually. Thank you very much. Okay, so thank you, Janvi, for this good presentation. It was extremely informative. Now the next one will be presented by Ms. Anushka. So Anushka, come.
Good afternoon, everyone. On the occasion of Medication Safety and National Pharmacovigilance Week, I, Anushka Singh from NDDS-2021, is here to present an adverse drug reaction collected from our hospital. The area we are going to talk about is oxcarbazepine-induced toxic epidermal electrolysis. So talking about the case, it was an initial case of ADR. A 2-year-old male baby of initials MS was admitted to the dermatology ward of our hospital with chief complaints of rash and skin allergy in form of left since periods. The rash started from the mouth and progressed to chest, thighs, and then the whole body. The patient had a history of right-sided focal seizures and conjunctivitis and was on oral carbazepine since 23rd July. The reaction started on 26th July, which was initially mild, then became serious. I have attached pictures of the reaction, and the date of admission of the patient in our hospital was 9th August. The management done was withdrawal of the same drug, that is oxcarbazepine, on the same day, 9th August 2023. Injection dexamethasone was given, and application of MS Codif-3, which is a combination of mometasone and fusidic acid. The patient was recovering under treatment. The causality assessment of the case is a probable ADR according to the WHO-UMC causality criteria. Thank you.
Thank you, Anushka, for such an engaging presentation. So both the presentations basically show us that we must all be vigilant about reporting of various ADRs. Now, it's time for us to move towards the poster distribution ceremony. So I would like to hand over the stage to Dr. Suman Bala ma'am for announcing the results. Ma'am has recently joined the institute from HIMS as professor in Department of Pharmacology. Ma'am, please come.
Good morning, all faculty members and dear students. I thank you all for joining us at Medication Safety and Pharmacology. We had an incredible day filled with excitement, talent, outstanding performances, and recognition. The poster competition is being organized with the purpose to spread awareness about the importance of reporting adverse drug reactions and medication safety. Before we proceed, we would like to extend our gratitude to all the participants for their hard work, dedication, as well as esteemed judges for their expertise, valuable input, and precious time. The poster competition provides exciting opportunity for the students to showcase their talent. So there are 16 posters. The titles for the poster competitions are rational use of medicine, medication errors, dental technology, and number 5, look alike, sound alike, then 6 one is introduction to pharmacology, history of pharmacovigilance, these class for your parents, graduate certificate, reporting adverse of reactions, and exploring pharmacovigilance, area reporting, material vigilance, hemovigilance, the role of patient in pharmacovigilance, impact of pharmacovigilance program of India, and registration safety. We are pleased to announce the winner for the third position team. The team is Aegis. The third position team is rational use of medicine. I request all the winners of the third position team to come on the stage. Rational use of medicine.
Would like to invite Dr. Madhukar Maletha sir to come up on the stage and give away the prize for the first position, whose topic is rational use of medicine. So group number 9. So group number 2 has stood third. जोर से ताली बजाओगे, सुनाई नहीं दे रहा.
All the participants of group 2 will come up on the stage.
Everyone, please give a round of applause.
Let me announce the another talented team for the second position. Any guest for the second position? Team is 14, role of patient in pharmacovigilance. I request all the winners of the second position team to come on the stage.
I would invite Dr. J.P. Sharma sir. Dr. J.P. Sharma sir, आइए please to give away the prizes to the second team.
Now it's time to announce winning team for the first position. Any guess? Team is fifth, that is Plaza Lookalike Sound Alike. I request all the winners to come on the stage. I request Dr.
Ori sir, Dr. Lalit sir, Dr. Sadhu sir to kindly come up on the stage, and Dr. S.C. Sharma sir also. Sir, आइए please. Yani sir, he has 17 India, sir. Sorry, गलती हो गई. Yani sir was one of our judges for the day.
Dr. Ori. Please give all the performers a big round of applause for their efforts. Hearty congratulations to the winners of poster making competition conducted by Department of Pharmacology on Medication Safety and National Pharmacovigilance. Now I request Dr. Mirza Atif Beg, Professor and Head Department of Pharmacology, to propose vote of thanks.
Thank you to you all for participating and making this program wonderful program. We have just going to finish it. In the last vote of thanks, so we have done this program with the blessings of our Honorable Chairman Sir and VC Sir and Principal Sir. VC Sir and Principal Sir, due to some unavoidable reason, they are not here, but their good wishes are always with you, and Chairman Sir are always supporting for all these events. We are thankful to all the participants, our students from the Pharmacy College, from Medical College, Nursing College, all those students, faculty members, and one of our special guests, Dr. Khanduri, who is with us. He has contributed a lot and he left the institute for 5 years back. But still he is very enthusiastic, you can't imagine. He is over 80 years. His age is more than 80 years. And still sir is very enthusiastic. Just a phone call, he gets a phone call and he is just coming here within few hours. Okay. And thank you to other supporting staff, all the staff of the Pharmacology department, Dr. Shalu, Dr. Suman, Dr. Kavita, Dr. Shruti, Dr. Chavi, then other staff like Rajiv Vasili, Gosainji, our other members, Bhattiji, Kanparji, Pradeep, and Rashmi, all those, our PRO team, Rathuri ji, he himself came here. Sachin is also with us, and just few minutes back he left here. Our photography team, Bhaskar, was here since beginning until the end. So we are thankful to these people. We are thankful to the other staff like Ganesh, who is taking care of mics and other logistics here. Then our housekeeping team, which is led by the Anil, his team, and housekeeping staff of the department, Nutan and others. They all have contributed for all these things to make your event successful, and your contribution was the best, and always a big clap for yourself that you have done wonderful job and make this event successful. Just try to imbibe these things in your future practice, because you are the upcoming doctors, you are the future of the nation, future of the society, so you should be just learn from these things. Now NMC is telling that you should be lifelong learner. We also at this age, we are every day learning things from a housekeeping staff, from a ward boy, from a nursing, from other, the Mali and other, all those people. Every day we are learning, and especially 3-4 people are here. We are always moving in the campus and seeing small things, and they are doing beautiful things. Every day we are learning from you people also. आप आते हो आइडिया देते हो, and thankful to our students from the 20 batch, Gauranvit and team. They have covered this event, make it. I forget the name, that is not a matter, but their contribution, they are silent supporters. They are sitting there, they are making it YouTube live. Okay, so a big clap for them also. They take their time. Our Principal of the day, Dr. Lalit, Vice Principal, Dr. Ori, J.P. Sharma, our senior most faculty. He is always with us whenever we need him. And a special thanks to the S.C. Sharma sir, Dr. Madhukar Muleta. Generally we are not seeing them here, but on request they are here, and he is a very good cricketer also. He is a pediatric surgeon, and if you get a chance to see him, he is a very good cricketer also. But he is a very busy person, so most of the time we miss him. So thank you all for this wonderful event. Okay, our Yogesh sir, Dr. Divya is not here, Neeraj sir and other faculty members from the university, they came here. Dr. Kanduri sir, our registrar, is not here, he left due to some busy schedule. Okay, so we thanks to all of you. And finally, a big clap for you, and went to your hostel and take tasty dinner and came back for the classes at 2 o'clock. Thank you all.